Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here and the critters. It is January 12th, 2017, Thursday afternoon. It is 2:47 p.m. on this fine, beautiful day out. It is 71 degrees. Real feel is 73. The high will be 71 and the low will be 53. It is just gorgeous out. I hated to have to come in, frankly. Brad was leaving for work, but I had to because I can't handle all three dogs outside by myself, and I can't handle Charlie by myself, and if I leave him in here, he just goes crazy. So I'm going to have to make better use of when Brad is home, getting myself outside more. So, because I just absolutely love that so much. You know, if I can get outside in the sunshine, I'm one happy duck. So, yesterday, you guys knew I wasn't feeling too perky. Neither was Brad. So we just kind of took it easy. I did do, let me set my phone over here. I did do some looming. I decided on, let me pull this one panel out. Now I'm making panels. Okay, so I decided that, I'm trying to do the edge, that this is going to be one panel here. And I'm going to make another identical panel and then sew them together, I think. I gotta think about this. If I sew them together, I'd have to... That'll work. I'm sorry. I was trying to think, but I'm going to make an identical panel and then sew them together and leave a opening for my head and make it kind of a poncho. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing on that. And I've been sitting and thinking about what I want to make my daughter. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. My daughter for her birthday. Her birthday is January 31st. So it's coming up. I know I'm making her a pair of slippers, and I think I'm going to make her something else. I don't want to say what it is yet, because in case she does, I don't think she watches my vlogs, but in case she does. So I need to get this panel finished so I can get working on that, so I can get it mailed off in time for her birthday. So it means I got about 9 days to do that. So I need to get hustling on it. And then I watched the movie The Woodsman on Netflix. Got Kevin Bacon in it. It was very good. Very good. It's under the thriller category. And then for dinner, since Brad hadn't been feeling real too perky, and neither had I and stuff, and we don't eat as heavy a meals living here in Florida as we did in Wyoming. Now, in Wyoming, if Brad was, or quote, any cold weather state, your spouse is coming home, they want a hot meal, you know. But, you know, it wasn't that cold out or anything. So what I did was I did kind of a picnic. I had some imitation crab meat, which we really like. And so I had a partial bag of that. And I made him some crab salad, which he loves to eat with crackers. And I just used a couple of Roma tomatoes, and I used some purple onion. This is all finely diced. Some celery. What else did I have in there? Oh, some pickles, dill pickles. And then the crab meat, which I diced up. Then I made a sauce of, I used some ranch dressing, about half ranch dressing, half mayo, some lemon juice, some lemon pepper, some garlic salt, and some Mrs. Dash original. And I put that in my my little NutriBullet knockoff and whipped it up and mixed that all together, and he really loved it. He said that was the best I'd ever made. And with that, we had a couple cans of smoked oysters that we'd never used, that we had bought for New Year's Day. And then I sliced up some Monterey Jack and some sharp cheddar cheese, and with crackers, and that's what we had for dinner, and it was very nice. You know, it's kind of fun doing that kind of stuff, you know. Uh, so, and then he slept better last night. His back is getting where it's letting up a little bit. That he's getting out of that flare. I slept better last night, so that was good. We both feel better today. Still feel just a little wimpy, but I've got a lot of stuff to do today, actually. So I need to put that on there too. You know how you make it? I make a kind of a chore list each day, and it helps me. Brad, of course, is at work, and I want to do some looming and some painting. But then I just realized that I need to clean house today. And I also want to make bar cookies because we're going to go fishing tomorrow. So I want to make, Brad wants some oatmeal scotchies. So I'm just going to do them in the bar form. And I also want to make chicken tenders tonight for dinner. Homemade chicken tenders. I have some boneless, skinless chicken breast thawing out. And I'll probably make a rice dish with it and vegetables. And, so. But I could do that. I could clean house while my cookies are baking in the oven, actually. That would work out just fine. So I'll probably do that, because I'm going to do the cookies from scratch, because I want to use the Splenda instead of the sugar. So I'm going to use the Splenda brown sugar mix. So it's about half sugar. But it's, we like to bake with it, so I'll use that. But the thing is if you can still have some of the favorites that you like, but just make them as sugar-free as possible, or reduce sugar. So, and in moderation. I told you guys Brad stopped and got his insulin. They gave him the insulin pens. Now I'm on the insulin vials, which means I have to go buy needles, which I don't quite get. But he got the insulin pen. And it's for the same stuff. It's for the Atlantis insulin. Whatever. So, but anyway, we're being much better about both taking our insulin, testing our blood glucose, and taking our insulin. So, and being much more careful about what we do eat. So, we have noticed something that if you eat something very high in sugar content late at night, for both of us anyway, then when we go to bed, our feet the neuropathy is really severe and really painful. So, we make sure we don't do that. I'm making sure that what I do is I either have like some crab salad made up, some egg salad, or some tuna salad, or I have some protein meat cooked up and ready in the fridge, and some slices of cheese and string cheese, and that really helps with doing the with the late night snacking and stuff, to grab that instead of Look at my neighbor. You see my neighbor right over my shoulder? That's kind of creepy. Anyway, I can ignore. So anyway, and that seems to help late at night, especially like with Brad and stuff, because he's very much the type that he will eat like fruit and stuff if it's ready and sitting and stuff, or protein and stuff if it's very available. So, that's what I'm doing. I'm excited about going fishing tomorrow. Very excited about that. We're going to take the cooler, because the thing is, everybody says the sand trout is good to eat, except for you've got to put it immediately on ice. Because if you don't, I guess it gets kind of mushy real fast. So, so we're going to take a cooler with ice. Because I really, really, really want to have some fish for a meal. And gosh, you just hate to go buy it when you live right here. You know, first of all, we got to get a casting net. Because it's stupid for us to be going and buying our own bait. When, you know, we could be using a casting net first to get our own shrimp, which would be excellent. And the shrimp that's too small, you know, we can use it as bait shrimp. You know, and also for the mullet and stuff. Mullet is just about impossible to catch because they've got, if you've ever looked at pictures of mullet or if you're familiar, they've got such incredibly small mouths. So most people do it with a net. And so I really want to do that. You know, tomorrow we're probably just going to go up over the bay again and see if how congested that little area is that we like to fish. And if not, we'll go on down the road. So, but we're gonna pack a picnic lunch and go some pop and buy a bag of ice and stuff and, you know, go out fishing for the day, which will be good. I'm very excited about it. You know, we try, like I said, to at least one day out of every week to go fishing. And because I think it's really important that you have something to look forward to, so that you're not just so drugged down with, you know, the repetitive weeks and you can't look forward to anything. Now, it's totally different if you're still raising kids or not, because you've got to always keep their schedule the same. Like I said, you know, we're done with that a long time ago, and so now we can just, you know, set our own schedule. Like I said, we typically do not get up now until about 11, and we don't have to because you know, it's just the two of us. And like I said, Brad works late and closes, and then, you know, we don't go to bed until about 2 or so. And then, like I said, we get up at 11 because, you know, by the time we go to bed, we both will lay there and read for a good hour or so, and usually kind of talk and stuff. So, then, you know, we get up at 11, and that's our, you know, we do what we have to do before he goes to work and whatnot. But yeah, we dedicate one day a week that we will go fishing for a while. Like I said, we'll only go for a few hours, so we've got to do laundry in the morning and stuff, you know. And then you always got to check when the high tide in. It ought to be maybe some good fishing because it's supposed to be, you know, a high percentage of a full moon. And so that means that tide's going to come in and go out more stronger than normal, you know. And, which is always really kind of a neat thing. You know, the pull on gravity and stuff, you know. And I'm excited. That's what happened to us when we lived in Wyoming. When you get to the point where you can no longer tolerate the cold weather sports, like if you live in Wyoming, like my oldest daughter, they really love they're big hunters. They love even the ice fishing, snowmobiling, that kind of stuff. So they absolutely, you know, they like the cold weather. And Brad used to, when he was younger, loved the ice fish, loved the snowmobiling, all of that. But, you know, as you get older and stuff, then those winter months are so long that you don't really have anything to look forward to, you know. And then when you have such a short growing season, you know, it's really, you get really bogged down with yard work. Like I said, you have to water a lot there and stuff. Oh, that's one thing I was looking at last night. Sometimes I like to just kind of, I guess, window dream. I didn't realize you could grow dwarf fruit trees in pots. And I asked Brad about that. He's like, oh, yeah, you can do that. Well, it's like, I didn't know that. I would love to. I can't afford to right now, but I would love to. because I think they're about $50. I don't want the seeds. I want the trees. Get some dwarf orange trees. So that would be really cool. That would be really cool. So anyway, that's all we got going on here. I'm not getting to watch hardly anybody's videos right now, so don't think that I don't love you anymore. If it doesn't seem like I am commenting, because I still have no Wi-Fi, so even though I'm uploading, I'm doing it on hotspotting with my data, which I'm gonna blow through this data just like a mofo. But I'm going to catch up as much as possible by next Thursday. Next Thursday. I don't know if I'll be able to backtrack and watch everybody's videos, but I'll catch up on your current ones next Thursday, whatever your current one is, or your last one, because I miss watching you guys' videos, but I just can't afford to run the data for that long. So I just kind of scan through, and if I know somebody's having a hard time or something in life, then I will kind of. Sometimes I'll even just read the comments to kind of get a gist of what your video was about. So I miss you guys. I can't wait till I get some internet. We had some decent internet for quite a while with the bear extender and stuff, and then I don't know, because now we're not bringing in hardly anything. I mean, we're still using it, but but it's the park. So anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much, and I think you guys are awesome, and I will talk to you later. Bye.